Hi, Caleb with Brownells here. In today's quick tip, we're going to be talking about iron sights and the general adjustments for them. So this one we're going to be comparing rifle and handgun and also front and rear. So before we get into, the actual adjustments themselves, let's talk about the differences when you're actually measuring rifle and handgun sights. So if you're looking to replace the sights, especially the front sights on your rifle or your handgun, you'll notice that they're measured in the actual height. So I have this handgun here. And you'll notice that whenever they give a height measurement, they give it from obviously top to bottom. Now on a handgun, that's actually measured from the top of the sight to the top of the slide. And that's important to know because on a rifle, that's measured differently. So if we come over to this rifle here, whenever you're looking at a rifle sight, that measurement is given from the top of the sight to the bottom of the dovetail. So if you're looking to change a sight and you measure your current one to compare it to a new one that you're getting, you need to make sure you're taking those measurements correctly to make sure that you get the proper new one. So remember, handgun, you're going to measure from the top of that slide to the top of that sight. And then rifle, you're going to measure from that bottom of that dovetail all the way to the top of the sight. Measure the whole thing. So now that we got that out of the way, you can measure your sights properly, know what you're getting yourself into, more importantly. Okay, so let's talk about actual adjustments now. So whenever we get into adjustments, this is something a lot of newer shooters kind of mix up a lot here. I say kinda, they mix it up a lot. It gets mixed up all the time. So let's talk about it. Whenever you're making adjustments in relation to where you want your point of impact on the actual target to move. So let's say I just shot my target, right? And I want to raise my point of impact. On a rear sight, no problem. I just raise my rear sight. On the front sight, it's going to be the opposite of what you want to do on your rear sight. So if I want to raise my point of impact on the target, my front sight is going to go lower. So to avoid any confusion whatsoever, just whenever you can, just adjust the rear sight. If you can't adjust the rear sight, just know that the front sight is opposite. That doesn't just apply for elevation, that also applies for windage. So point of impact left, move it to the right. I know it's weird, but that's just how it goes. Okay, so that's all we're going to cover here today. Those are the two main areas that there was a little bit of confusion on recently. So if you have any questions or comments and you're watching this on YouTube, feel free to post them down below. As always, you can give us a call on the tech line. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.